Your local Ashley HomeStore is spreading good news by bringing you Feel Good Friday.
Hey everybody, happy Feel Good Friday. Nate Eaton here outside the EastIdahoNews.com newsroom with Angie White and her little dog Milo. He has had a traumatic week or so. Tell me what happened.
On Monday we went for a walk, and it's a normal, the route we usually go on. And we came around a corner and we saw a large pit bull. And before I had time to grab Milo, the dog had him in his mouth. And Milo's whole head was in his mouth, and you can see up here he has puncture marks where the dog had him, and he was shaking him violently. I mean, he really wanted to hurt my dog. And so I just started yelling, "Help, somebody help me," and I was trying to get Milo out of his mouth. And I got him out. I got the dog's mouth open, and then he got him again, and it went on for a few minutes. And every time I would get Milo out, this dog would just get him again and just shake him, really wanted to hurt him. He got him on his arm.
Yeah, look right there.
Here.
And look at your hands. I mean, obviously the dog got you.
Right here, yeah. But, I needed to save my dog, and I just, at the very end, I just thought, oh, I don't know how much longer we're going to last. And a man came running up. He'd parked his car. He'd been driving by. He parked his car. He ran up and he jumped on the back of the dog and pinned it down to the ground and was, had his hands around his neck. And so I was able to get Milo out of his mouth. And as soon as I, grabbed Milo, I wasn't able to thank him because I was just trying to get home as quick as I could so I could get Milo to the vet.
You didn't know who that guy was,
No,
but he was in the area doing physical therapy with a patient at their home.
Mm-hmm. He was.
So Angie reached out to me. You somehow found out his name. And I know this guy. He happens to live down the street from me. It's funny how this all lined up. So you want to thank him, really?
I do, because Milo, he has some real injuries. He's probably going to lose his eye. We're hoping not anything long-term besides that, but I don't know what would have happened if this man hadn't stopped to help us.
Well, let's go surprise Trevor. That's his name. I got him a few gift cards to the movies, and he can go out to dinner and get stuff on Amazon. That's from Ashley Furniture. But I think more importantly is you get to thank him.
Yeah.
And you get to remind everybody to keep your dogs on a leash.
That's right. It was a terrifying experience, and one that I would hope no one ever has to go through.
All right. So you're probably asking what happened to the dog that attacked your dog. Can you give a short update on that?
The animal enforcement officer found him, and he didn't have a collar on, no leash. He had gotten out the front door. They said that they'll quarantine the dog for 10 days. Unfortunately, he's not current on any vaccinations or rabies, so hopefully at the end of those 10 days it'll be all right. But then he's just released back to the owner if they pay the fines and the boarding fee.
Yeah. All right, well, we're glad that Milo's here, and we're glad that you contacted us. Let's go surprise Trevor. Trevor!
Oh, yes.
How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
You recognize this dog and this woman?
I do. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
Thank you. I didn't get to thank you properly. That was... you saved my dog, and... we just wanted to say thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure. So you needed help, and I was there in the right time in the right place, so I had to.
Yeah, so give us a rundown, Trevor, what you were doing. You were helping a client, maybe? Or?
So I was driving to a client's house, and what happened was there was another lady running down the road, and she said, "Help her," and I was like, "Who, where?" And she says, "Up around the corner," and so I drove up and saw you bent over, obviously fighting that dog, and then I got out of my car and right away ran over there and started to help. I will admit I did have a moment's hesitation because that was a big pit bull, and I was quite nervous on, is this dog going to turn on me?
Yeah.
But I thought, you know what, you needed help, so I jumped in.
Thank you so much, because it was a scary situation, and I don't think a lot of people probably would have run towards an aggressive dog, and I don't think Milo would have survived much longer.
So you jump over, and she said you jumped on the back of the dog. Is that what you did to get it off her dog?
Yeah, I basically straddled it, and then to be PG rated,
sure,
I basically put my hand around its throat and I squeezed pretty hard, and I pinned its head down with my other hand and had it between my legs and just pinned it down to the ground, and I don't know how long. It was relatively quick. It let go, and I held it there until she had time to.
And then it just ran away. I mean, it was
The big dog.
Yeah, I held it for a little bit, and then it started to thrash a little, and I was like, I don't trust holding this forever, so I'm gonna let go, and it's gonna hopefully not turn on me or any of us, because I think by the time the dog ran away, there were other people coming, so there was a concern there, but thank goodness it was okay.
We wouldn't. I don't think Milo would have made it much longer. So thank you so much. I think if I put him down, he'd probably be happy to see it.
So we wanted to thank you for Feel Good Friday on behalf of her. So we got you a few gift cards for you to take your wife to the dinner, go do some Amazon shopping, and then go to the movies.
Thank you so much.
You're
I mean,
welcome.
Milo, thank you. That would have.
I'm glad you're doing okay.
His tail's wagging. He's like, thank you.
Thank you.
He looks terrible. He usually is so much cuter. I told him he's a little pirate.
Well, you'll have to send us a photo like in a month or two when hopefully all his hair grows back.
Just see this. I mean,
going down on his butt.
back here. That dog wanted to kill him.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad I was there in the right time.
Yeah, he's.
Might be smelling out of it.
Your local Ashley HomeStore is spreading good news by bringing you Feel Good Friday.